You just leave it on the floor if you want. Sit there. So now, what happened to the smoke here? Anything? Let's switch sides, right? We see it coming across there? By controlling the amount of air, I can control where the fire goes. Fire comes out here. We have very limited fire over here. As soon as I close this opening, where's the fire going to come out? Why? Because it's open. It's getting its air over here. Now you can see it's the neutral plane. You see the smoke layering? It's getting its air from here. Watch as I open this up. What happens over here? Less flaming, right? Less flame because this is closer to the source. It's going to come out here. Now if I shut this down on this side, what are we going to get over there? Which is good. So now what we're going to do is that's going to reach in. You're going to take out 4 and you're going to take out the floor. Yeah, you can close it up. All right, so we have all the fires on the first floor. Good fire venting out of this door. Take number 4 off. Watch this fire. Does it decrease in size? Because this is turned into more of an inlet. And now we're going to start venting out that window. There's no fuel up there, right? If I close this off, because a window got taken on the second floor, look at that smoke. What's happening to the fire? See the neutral plane right here? It's heated up, right? We got good products of combustion here. See it sucking in. It's looking for its air. We open up the front door to the house. That light's right off. There's no fuel up there. All that is the gases, right? Close this down a little bit. We limit the outlet, limit the inlet. Where's our fire coming? Out here, right through this hole. Again, there's no fuel in here. This is just the unburned products of combustion that's burning. That's just the smoke, the gases, just like we talked about in the, upstairs in the class. So now, what's going to happen if Matt opens up 3? He's going to duck. What's going to happen up here? Look at that inlet. See how it's sucking all in there? What did we do? We just controlled the air, right? Now if I open this up, I'm going to take this door off. Look at the smoke in there. As we told you, there's no hole going from one compartment to the next. That's all just off gassing. So we start opening this up. We start getting this flame front here. Close down the top right. Close the bottom too. So now we're choking it out, right? We're limiting the amount of air. If I start opening this up, what's going to happen? There's our main entry. That's to our fire room. Neutral plane. See the dark smoke? We may have put it out a little bit too much, so we're going to add a little bit more air. You got to open up one of those there. 3 or 4. Try that one. So now we got here, we just started opening up windows. We started taking out windows. The police got here. They thought it was a good idea to break every window in the house and force every door open. What I'm going to do is add a little bit of fire. See the gases light off? So now we're going to try this roof ventilation. Why don't we open up the roof? This is new. I've never done this, so we're just experimenting.
You want 3 plug?
Yeah, plug 3. We'll get to see it a little better. Now open up the roof.
You want the ceiling open too or not?
Yeah. Actually, open up the roof first.
Roof's open.
Roof's open. Do we have a lot of smoke coming out of the roof? No. So now let's see what happens to this fire when we open up the actual hole in the roof. When we push down the ceiling. See the smoke in the attic space? That we didn't have before, so we're drawing it up and out, which is good. But what's happened to this fire here?
It's struggling.
It's struggling. What's it looking for?
Air.
It's looking for a lot of air. All right? It has the outlet it needs, has plenty of outlets, but it's not getting enough air in. See, is there any smoke coming out of here? No, just flame. And what's going in? All the air. So let's take out number 3 and see what happens. And keep an eye on the roof area. Now we gave it all the air it needs. See it light off up there? Close that up. Show it again. right, so I'm going to open up. That's really angry. See how violent that is? The density? Now let's take off number 3. Let's really give it some air. Is it lighting up out of the roof there? I really can't see it too well.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, close it.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. So roof ventilation, vertical ventilation, it could be good, right? But could it be bad if we don't have what?
Water.
If we don't have water on the fire, right? Now, why did that roof go out?
Didn't get all that.
Good. Now watch here. Full pin, right? It's first thing. Full point. Get this fire going good. Yeah, you can open up the roof.
Lit off.
Control the heat. The fire will go out.
Yep.
Right? It has the proxy combustion, doesn't have the heat. Add the heat, it will light off. Take off 3 minutes.
Gas is just right. Like it's
See, it's lighting off in there now. And all that is just the smoke that's lighting off. We're starting to lose the integrity of the box inside a little bit. But now watch if we put water here. What happens to the roof? Water on fire makes all the difference, right? Ventilation, uncontrolled ventilation without water application is going to affect your fire. If you're looking for a big fire, take out all the windows, open up all the doors, create all the ventilation openings that you can. But this is a good experiment. It shows that once you push down the ceiling, you'll get fire out of it. Close that one more thing. But without water on the fire, it's not really helping anything. Pull both those off simultaneously. Yep. Not really violent. We're lost. If you see inside, there's no difference in the compartments. Now all the compartments are just becoming one. But we got fire blowing out of the gable. Makes sense? Right? Control the ventilation. Control the doorway or control the oxygen, right? The same thing. If you control the door, you're controlling the oxygen, which is going to do what? Control the fire, right? The same way we talk about fire prevention, about closing the oven door, right? It chokes out the fire. Can we apply that to our fire ground? When we make entry into this compartment, line goes in. If we shut this door down halfway so it doesn't obstruct the line, we have a firefighter here, so if they need to come out, we can open up that door. Is that limiting the amount of air? Yep. If we're going to make entry over here to do VES, or enter here to do VES, or we're going in to do a search crew, if we go in, we break out the window, right, which we should do, and we don't close the bedroom door, what's going to happen? Fire's going to come out that way. So when you VES or you go in and do a search, you got to go in, and what do you have to do? Close the door. You have to isolate that compartment. If you open up the roof, all right, you could cut a hole in the roof. You're not going to get anything out of that hole until you do what? Punch the ceiling down. Once you punch the ceiling down, what's going to happen? Smoke, heat, flames are all going to come out of that area if the water is not put on the fire. So you can see how violent that attic space got without water. So that shows the importance of coordinating the ventilation with your fire tech.